Being offended is a choice. It is.
I don't know about that, bro.
Being offended is a choice. You can choose to be offended.
I think
when
when
I'm looking through my phone, and if I'm bored and I've got a
Yeah.
bit of time on my hands and I'm scrolling through TikTok or something, and I see some post that I don't agree with, I just go, "Huh?"
Yeah, no.
So let's go straight in then, boys. Got any wins for the week?
Yeah, I've got one. Well, plenty from this week's video.
Well, do you want to start with losses?
Yeah, start the loss. I turned the whole world against the podcast. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
I fucked up, boys. So yeah, that was the loss. Obviously, we dealt with that. We've acknowledged where we fucked up there, but the win.
Well,
Everyone gets the words wrong.
To go on about, we learned.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing. And to be fair, there was even a couple of comments on. Was it yesterday's video? I can't remember, but there was a few comments on it, and some people are still kind of jumping on the negativity, like, you don't mean it, all that kind of shit. But then there was a couple that were actually they didn't have to say sorry. They didn't have to acknowledge they fucked up. Do you know what I mean? They could have just swept it under the bus.
And the bottom line is, being offended is a choice. It is.
I don't know about that, bro.
Being offended is a choice. You can choose to be offended.
I think
when I'm looking through my phone, and if I'm bored and I've got a bit of time on my hands and I'm scrolling through TikTok or something, and I see some post that I don't agree with, I just go, "Huh?"
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
It's a choice.
I don't
for
think
me
it's a choice to be offended. If I call you a bold cunt, you're going to be offended whether you want to be or not. But
I don't know.
But your reaction to it is different, isn't it? I wouldn't think about it. You know, like, I'm the same as you. If I'm scrolling through TikTok and I think, what a cunt. Me personally don't have it in me to start commenting. And I mean, there was some ruthless people, like people messaging or as commenting on it. And I get it because, like I say, and it's what I said to you boys. I didn't take it down because it was controversial. That's not what I'm about. If do you know what I mean? If what I said I backed, then I'd have just stood by my guns and I'd have said, look, you might disagree, but that's what my thoughts. But I genuinely fucked up what I was trying to get across, which is the reason I kind of acknowledged it and thought, nah, fuck that. That is offensive.
I know there's a fine line between what I'm about to say now could be taken as, oh, you haven't got free speech. But like personally, I just think you've got a lot of energy, a lot of spare energy to be fucking kicking off over the fucking internet.
It depends if you're passionate about a subject.
I get it. No, I'm very passionate about a lot of subjects, but at the same time, I am also comfortable enough to know that this world is full of cunts, and it's full of people that I won't like, and it's full of people that I'll disagree with. But is it worth my energy? No, I've got fucking better things to do. I'll just scroll past.
I think it comes to two things. I think there's a bit of a line. So like there's holding people to account 100% fucking do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
If someone was, I don't know, if someone was criticising something close to my heart, do you know what I mean? Then I'd call them out for it. Mainly in person, probably not on social media, but I would in person, definitely.
Yeah.
But at what point does that then become a bit of a witch hunt? Because that's what it started feeling like. It started feeling like, actually, no one's given us any benefit of the doubt here. I understand how kind of black and white it was because it sounded shit. The video was shit. But like, it was fucking ruthless on it. Like, some of the comments, some of the fucking messages. I mean, some people were even saying, like, can't wait to see you in the street. Or, do you know what I mean? Like, what you want about me? Are you for real?
Roger.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like,
Sad.
Like, yeah, I'm on the back foot here. I'm apologising, but I'm not, like, I'll still slap a cunt. Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, that was a big loss for this week. But obviously, we've acknowledged it. We've apologised. It was our inexperience, our inexeducation. We've learned a lot from it. So
To be honest, you've literally just triggered a question. That's why I got the pen out. And I mean, I might save it for the hear me out, but I've got a couple of things. So I'll save it for down the line. But my actual win, the actual question, was some of them comments. Obviously, there was so many negative ones, but there was also so many good ones, positive ones. People, not even if, I mean, some people were telling our story in a constructive way.
Yeah.
Some people were actually like, kind of get what you're getting at there. Like, so
some were giving advice, like, look, lads, we can see what you're trying to say, but it didn't come across well.
And there was so many stories of people who have had shit fucking times in life. Do you know what I mean? A proper shit start to life, or a lot of people. One thing I did gather, a lot of people kind of got issues later in life as well.
Yeah.
But a lot of these people weren't letting it stop them. Do you know what I mean? And they were saying about working in a shop and they never stopped even when they did get diagnosed.
Yeah.
And people starting their own businesses and people like honestly, some of the stories, honestly, it blew my mind.
I think the difficult bit is it pigeonholes everybody, doesn't it? And that was the difficult bit. Obviously, there's people out there that definitely can't work.
Yeah.
But we opened the door for the conversation.
Exactly.
We got educated, and I'd do it again because it's opening the door to, like we said before, the conversation you have on a building site, at a pub or whatever, and there's no accountability.
Well, that's the thing, innit? Like, if I'd have said that the same in a pub, you guys, because you know me, would have known what I meant.
Yeah,
like you did. You understood what I meant.
But also, if
people don't know your character, do they?
Exactly.
But if someone in the pub disagreed with you, you'd have the opportunity to there and then say, no,
that's
not
the difficult
what I meant.
thing. And
so when you're on the internet, you don't have that opportunity.
It's so hard, innit? Like you say, because they're gonna get all of their opinions out straight away, and you can't. You've just got to wait for that response and then try and explain. And to be fair, there was somewhere I kind of explained myself, and they were like, "Get what you're saying." Still shit video, but I get what you're saying.
The thing I do hate about the internet, and this is what makes it frustrating, and this is something that's completely out of our control, but when you're face to face with someone and they disagree with you or they absolutely hate your opinion, and then you explain to them, this is actually what I meant, but this is what I was getting at. In person, someone, I mean, they could just go, don't care, just walk off. But 99% of the time, they won't. You'll be able to talk them through it.
Yeah.
Whereas on the internet, people can just go, sorry, you're a cunt. See you in a bit.
Yeah,
literally. I've got, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's no different to just printing it on a billboard, though, is it? Something offensive.
That's it.
You can't defend that once it's up there.
And I mean, some of the like some people, even after the kind of apology video that we put out, some people are still commenting on totally unrelated videos about saying we basically hate disabled people.
That's
I don't know how
I've got two words for that. Grow up.
Yeah, literally.
I'm sorry, but
it raises a good question, doesn't it? Because, and that's what I was saying earlier about kind of when does it become a witch hunt? Because what is their end goal? What do they? Do you know what I mean? What do they expect? Are they in their perfect world? So no one makes mistakes.
Do you know what it really opened my eyes up to? How many people don't watch the full episodes?
Oh, yeah.
Because if people did watch the full episodes before looking at these shorts, they would fully understand that actually these guys are usually all right. They can't mean what they mean. And then at the same time, they'd also see that we have a certain section of this podcast that we dedicate every single week to men's mental health.
So true.
And for one of them to go on the men's mental health posts that we put on TikTok.
Did the same today.
Right.
On the obviously we shouted out Andy's Man Club on today's show, and there was a comment on there today bringing it up again, and it's it's like
so you're gonna take a good thing, and you're gonna tarnish that
as if we've only just started doing it
for the sake of the fact that you were offended by something.
Because that's the thing as well. Half of these clips we're putting out are like weeks old. Do you know what I mean? Especially, I mean, that Andy's Man Club was weeks and weeks. It was from one of the earlier episodes.
Well, that's a great thing that should be bringing men together and people suffering with mental
And to be
health.
fair, someone commented on that Andy's Man Club video today. I don't know if you've seen it. And it was mint. And he basically said, I was struggling, split up with my wife like a while ago. I went to one of these Andy's Man Club. He says it was the best thing I ever did. He says, I'm now, I think he's got, I don't know his exact word, but now basically like helps run it or something.
That's cool.
And he said, and I says, legend. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to eventually get something where we will do something to raise money for.
Oh, definitely. That's a good idea.
Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
At the minute, like I say, it's new. We're trying to find our feet, but once we've got a bit of structure to it, we can arrange something.
Definitely.
But let's put that to bed.
Yeah.
Have you got a win for the week, Fish?
My win for the week is also going to feel like a loss to me because I'm going to ask you both a question first, and it's going to say whether I'm old as fuck or not.
I can answer that right now. You don't have to go any further.
Yep.
Put the word right out of my mouth.
Did you watch Captain Planet when you was a kid?
No.
Negative.
No. Well, it's just me. It's excited. They're making it into a movie then.
For fuck's sake.
So that was my win for the week. It was like one of my favourite cartoons as a kid. It's proper crap, really, when you look back at it. But the fact that they turned it into a movie is pretty cool.
No, fair play, man.
So that was my win for the week. What was your win for the week, Kyle?
We've bought a coffee table.
Get in!
It's a sick coffee table.
Is that the one with 400 options?
Yeah.
So, basically...
Did he send you a video?
It's incredible. Honestly, right? So, I told Holly about it earlier, right? How, because me and her were sat down looking for coffee tables, and I was just scrolling Facebook Marketplace thinking, whatever I like, she's gonna hate anyway. So I'm just gonna.
He's done that all over again.
I'm gonna pretend I'm helping. Oh, look at this one. No, okay. Oh, look at this one. No, okay. Oh, look at this one. Are you stupid? Okay, yeah. Anyway, right. Holly was like, "What about this?" And she showed it me, and I was like, I just fell in love with it. I was like, that's mint. Right? I've never felt so. It's a coffee table, but it's mint, right? So I looked at it. I was like, there's fucking 12 drawers on that bastard. And she's like, yeah, I know. And it's like a treasure chest. You can open it. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, that's mint. Anyway, we looked at that and she was like, it's £100. I was like, okay, where is it? And I was off work. And she goes, it's in Solihull. And I was like, I'll drive to Solihull. So I was like, how much do they go for new? And she looked it up. 800 quid they go for new.
It's in good condition as well, the one you got in it.
What are you doing, selling it?
No.
You know what it reminds me of? Can I just throw this in while it's just in my head? You know on Toy Story 2, when Woody goes and he gets cleaned up from the guy with the Cheetos? You know his little chest of drawers that he pulls all, he's got eyeballs in this? Like, that is what he reminds me of.
ASMR.
You know when you sent me that video, that's all that was going through my head. Like, there's going to be eyeballs in that one.
All right, we get it. You went to watch Toy Story.
Toy Story 5 sick, by the way.
I need a debrief
No, I don't want to talk about it.
I invited Kyle and he threw it back in my face.
Yeah, innit? Yeah. And after
story.
Yeah.
You were at work.
But anyway, right, so we looked and it was like 800 quid new, and I was like, right, I'm going to have to message her. So I messaged this woman at like 10:30 at night. In fact, no, it was a weekend. It was Saturday.
Yeah.
And I says, hi, sorry about the late message. Is it okay for me to pick this up tomorrow? And she was like, yeah, sure, no worries. I was like, I'll let you know a time in the morning. Blah, blah, that was it. Woke up in the morning, so it's 10:30, okay?
I'm really glad you explained how Facebook works.
Oh, she said, no, she goes,
Or the fact that he woke up in the morning.
Open the curtains, the sun was there.
Look, I have to explain I can't explain things without going into detail. Anyway, it's just a thing. Anyway, she's like, oh, there's like 20 other messages I've got about it, so just please make sure you come. And I was like, fucking hell, sound. So jumped in.
That's a good buy, that.
Yeah.
Really good buy.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with all the drawers, though?
Oh, mate.
See, that table would be sick in my house because we got so much shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so much shit. And we love playing board games, and that is a perfect board game coffee table.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quality.
What are you going to put in it?
Well,
he's going to buy loads more shit.
Every drawer he opened in that video was empty, except for one with a remote from a certain box that we spoke about before. And you must be working on the demo version and the actual TV remote. That was all I remember. Oh, a PlayStation controller.
yeah.
So 3 drawers out of about 20.
One drawer fits one PlayStation controller. So I've got one drawer for player 1, one drawer for player 2. I've got the TV remote. I've got the Amazon remote. I've got.
You know what I'd do? I'd be like, you know that you can get them wood carved, you know, like they stamp on wood and like engrave it. Yeah. I'd be doing that with the drawers on what's in each drawer.
Well, if
my brain went somewhere else.
Well,
you've seen those
of course it did.
Wooden boxes where like you slide the lid open and a spider jumps out.
Oh yeah,
I've had that prank pulled on me, and it was fucking.
I'd have to do that on one of the drawers.
You know what you should do? Have you ever seen that?
My mum pulled that.
Have you ever seen that?
Fucking screamed.
Have you ever seen
That's
the
why she's
boxes
our
with a little
favourite
switch? You ever seen the boxes with a little switch, and you like press the switch, and then there's a few different ones, but the one I've seen is like a little paw, and it like opens up, and the paw flicks the switch back off, and every time you flick it, it like comes up and then flicks the switch back off. But it does different things every time. So like you can flick it, and it like open. Sure. and then when you think it's not doing it, it just goes. That's what you should do with some of it.
I need to do something because I mean,
you could turn it into a proper thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm nerding out now. Have you seen
there's so many possibilities.
Have you seen the people with like massive desks like this and they turn them into like game tables? But they have like
sits inside.
Yeah, but they have like mad little puzzles and stuff around the table. So to get into like a hidden drawer, you can like do
this.
stuff.
I feel this has got like a national treasure thing.
This is
national treasure.
This might not surprise you. This might not surprise you. You know the first thing I did. You know the other side where you can lift it up. Obviously got to see if I could actually fit. Yeah. I climbed in it, got my knees in, squeezed in, but no, my head don't fit.
Babe, shut it. Kyle, get out of the table. Shut it.
So this is the first thing I thought when he was pulling all those drawers out. I thought, he's got in, took the back off one of the drawers, going to open it, it's going to look like that.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, coffee table, big win.
Go.
Well played.
So we'll go losses. Oh, well, you've done
We're
yours.
pretty much. I commandeered the loss, so unless you've got other ones,
I've had a good week.
good.
Yeah.
I've had a good week.
I got one more that I saw
Go on,
online this week. Something's been added to the British Science Museum this week.
Okay.
So that basically means it's part of ancient history now, yeah?
Well, you said Science Museum, so is
sorry.
it Science Museum or Ancient History Museum?
It's gone into a museum. They don't put new shit in museums.
That's
No one
not
did
true,
that.
actually.
Well, okay, for the point of this, it's old as fuck then, yeah?
Okay, yep.
So something's gone into a museum, which basically means it's old.
Okay.
Do you know what it was? PlayStation 1.
That's pretty old.
That ain't old.
That's pretty old.
That ain't old.
That's pretty old. You know where my head goes, though? Like, there's old minis in museums and that.
They're old as fuck.
And, like, when I always think, Tank Museum.
Right.
There's some, like, what we would class as, like, old tanks, and they're not really that old. So, yeah, PlayStation 1. When did PlayStation 1 come out? Like, 2000?
99.
Yeah.
That's not that old.
It's not that old.
That wasn't even my first console.
But you could say the same. There's museums with, like, just generic old toys that I would class as, like, my childhood toys.
But
It's just a museum. It's old, isn't it?
What was your first console?
So this is where my memory gets a bit mixed up because I can remember playing with a lot of consoles. We had the GameCube.
That's
we had
after
the
PlayStation
we had the
Sega Mega Drive.
Sega
was
Mega
out.
Drive.
16-bit.
the three controller one.
What?
The three handles on the
Oh,
controller.
N64.
Nintendo
N64.
Yeah, yeah.
Which would you say was the first one you can remember? It's going to have to be the Mega Drive.
It's going to be that
got-
one.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
Mega
as old
Drive.
as
Sonic,
it gets.
Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic and Billy the Kid.
Yeah, but we had that, and PlayStation 1 is now part of history.
Yeah.
It can't be that classed as being that old.
Can you remember the startup thing for PlayStation 1? Oh,
sound.
my God, yeah.
Jack.
And the PlayStation 2 one was sick. You know when it come up with all the squares and you just prayed they didn't go
Now,
red.
you know what? You know, with the evolution of the PlayStation,
Yeah.
there'll never be a better jump than PS1 to PS2.
No.
No way.
That's a great shout.
Because PS2 to PS3, although the graphics were slightly better,
That was online, though.
It was online.
It bought it online, didn't it?
It was, but it was a huge downgrade in terms of your choice of games. PlayStation 2,
no, I don't know if I agree with that.
you could fill a fucking wall in your bedroom of PlayStation 2
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
but was
PlayStation 2 for games was sick.
But was
was
it
insane.
PlayStation 3 when they stopped letting you use the older games on the new console?
It depends.
No,
It
if
depends
you got
which
one of the
version you
first
got.
ones,
I got
if
one of
you-
the first ones, so I could still
Yeah.
use the old PS2 games. But you
Is that the
couldn't.
one with the flap lifted up at the front?
Yes.
Yeah.
With they had loads of ports in there.
Yeah,
didn't
that's
they?
it, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
The way you could stand the
I love,
PlayStation
yeah.
2 up
You
as
know what?
well,
Even when I
having
think
fun.
about like old consoles and stuff, it just takes me back to my childhood.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And how excited I don't get excited like that over games anymore.
remember
And I'm
the-
still a bit of a gamer.
Do you remember
really,
all the
but not
demos
like-
you used to be able to get in
Yeah.
magazines
Yeah.
for
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
PlayStation
Cheat
1?
codes.
Yeah, and you used to be able
Yeah.
to buy like a little. You could buy like what would be one normal game case, but it'd have like loads of different demos and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that instead.
My
So-
granddad had this thing that he could attach to his PlayStation 2, right? And it was basically like it was like he turned it into like a laptop, so he could get the
Yeah, yeah.
PlayStation
Oh,
2,
really?
and he used to put it on a dinner tray, right? Put it on his lap, and then open the screen up, and
Open the screen or open the screen up.
I'm gonna get a bollocking from the editor. But yeah, I lifted the screen. He'll lift the screen up, and he'd just sit there, and he'd have the cheat book in front of him,
That's
and he'd do he did all the Tomb Raiders and everything.
But you don't find as well, some of the cheats were like a challenge to get done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
and,
to remember.
And how
Yeah.
sick was I used to go on a computer because we had a computer downstairs and it was dial up at the time, so you couldn't
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like so.
Get off the phone.
Yeah, I used to get. I remember we used to get split. I can't remember the time, but let's say I had half an hour on the computer after school or whatever. I'd spend that half an hour googling cheats,
Yeah.
and I'd have a piece of
Yeah,
paper, and I'd be writing out as many cheats as I could for like Grand Theft Auto.
Always GTA.
Yeah. I reckon I can still remember some of them.
So that's why it makes me older than you, because mine was just the book off the magazine.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
You belong in a museum.
For any game,
You know what, Jack?
He's got forward.
Get the Indiana Jones clip from The Last Crusade.
Why don't you fuck off? Jack's the same age as me, so he can piss off as well.
is he actually?
Yeah, I went to school with
bro,
Jack.
you look old as fuck. I always think Jack's about our age. You're fucking old, bro.
And you know what? He's bold
Wait,
as
go
well.
on, Jack. You look sick.
All right, keep doing what you're doing, Jack.
You look sick for 50.
Are we moving on or what?
I know, yeah, just a pre-warning. This episode might be longer because we haven't recorded, or it felt like we haven't recorded in so long.
Yeah.
I've got a quick recommendation before we move on.
I've got three.
Go.
Oh, shit.
I went in on the recommendations this week.
Sand.
So, my recommendation is, have any of you guys seen the bombing of Pan Am? Pan Am 103?
No.
Is he talking in Morse code?
No, have you? No.
Pan America.
Have you ever heard of it?
The bombing of it, no.
No. I've heard of Pan Am.
Yeah. So,
Catch me if you can.
Me and Holly.
Is that where it's from?
Yeah. Me and Holly watched this documentary the other day about it's the biggest terrorist attack in British history.
Oh, really?
And I said to Holly, how the fuck do I not know this?
Yeah.
And I said to her, I goes, I'm going to bring this up on the pod, and I bet the lads are going to roast me because I don't know it.
No.
And you guys don't know it either.
What year was it, though?
It was 1988.
When you say biggest, what do you mean?
So basically what happened was there was a flight from... Basically, there was a bunch of terrorists in. I might get a lot of this wrong here. But I think
we're going to get criticism.
I think it's it's Libya or something like that.
Right.
And these guys make bombs and shit.
That's usually what terrorists do, yeah.
Yeah. And what
With his bomb maker badge on.
Yeah. It was apparently it was intended for America, right? This bomb was.
Yeah.
And the flight, I can't remember where it started, but it was in London, and this package got basically put on the plane at London, right? And as it was flying out, you put me off. As it was flying,
I don't know where it started from, but it took off from London.
So
I'm so scared right now.
No, it took off from London anyway, and it was on its way to America, and it was flying over Scotland. And I know, I didn't get this either. I don't know flight patterns, but that confused me. Anyway, it was going over Scotland, and then it blew up in the air.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it landed in a town called Lockerbie.
I know. I know what you mean now.
Yeah, so there was 270 people killed in total. Yeah. 259 of them were on the plane because some of them were residents of where.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mate. And I tell you what,
that's shit. Look, that is. Isn't it?
I tell you what, you see the FBI getting involved. You see how the CIA were involved. Yeah. You see how the Scottish police and the government were involved, and the extent they had to go to, and the investigation went on for 12 years, something like 12 years. They didn't manage to prosecute the guy until I think 2001.
That's crazy.
And basically, there was a lot of victims of the tragedy who had, like, their relatives died on the plane, and all they wanted was their luggage or their, like, clothing of their remains or something, so they could have something to remember him by, and they had to hold it for the whole time for the investigation, just in case it was evidence later on. And, like, it shows everything. And I tell you what, it's fucking interesting. It was real eye-opener, like the way that they investigate how the bomb was made and stuff like that is, like, really interesting, because they have to go all the way to they go to Germany, because the package wasn't actually brought on the plane in London. They got it on there through something like a lost baggage scheme. Right. So, you know, when you get lost baggage and they put it, they send it, and then it gets put on a next available flight. That's how they did it. And it's like they had to know someone in the airport in Dusseldorf in order to know when to put it on. And it was all...
That sounds good.
The chain of events that led up to it. I think it's eight episodes, but it's really, really good. The bombing of Pan Am, 103. I explained it really poor before anyone.
It's just, obviously, I'd never heard of it framed that way. I've heard of the Lockerbie bombing before, but I'd never heard it, obviously, of it being...
I've never heard of it. And considering we've been in the army, how the fuck do we not know about that? Like, we've not been... Heard of it. You know, reality's war and all that.
Yeah. Weird. Well, my recommendation is a little bit different. I've got three. Toy Story 5, obviously, I won't go into too much detail.
I don't want to talk
official
about
cry.
No spoilers.
But sick. Do you know what the story's about?
No, don't want to talk about it.
No, without me ruining it.
No, I do want to know that. Yeah. Start reading the blurb on the back of the DVD.
It's about tech. Screens.
That's why.
It looks sick. It looks so good. It looks so good. It is so good. Anyway, my actual recommendation. Have you guys seen a guy called Michael Hartnagels? Forgive me if I've butchered that. On TikTok.
No.
He does this series. It's called Hey Dad. And it's so fucking sick. Every time I watch one of his videos, I want to cry. But he basically just does... He's got a family. And
I know.
And his dad died.
Yeah.
And he started this series on TikTok. And he just records himself. I mean, he's big into, like, running marathons and stuff. But he'll just record himself and he'll start it like, hey, Dad, and he'll just talk as if he's talking to his dad. And it's so sick. Honestly, some of them are mint, and some of them he gets like emotional on. Yeah. Some of them are like if he's finishing a race. Honestly, I watched one today. It just pops up now because obviously I follow him. Yeah. And one today he was just, I think did he take his kid fishing? Yeah, he was taking his kid fishing, and he's like telling his dad that we tried to get him to use your rod, but your rod's too big for him at the minute. It was honestly sick. So if you get a sec, check it out.
Like milestones in your life and stuff like that, being able to talk to them.
But yeah, that was real good.
Any more?
Yeah, last one. Another TikTok page I come across literally just before I came to this podcast. It's called A Different Ending.
Okay.
And the concept of this is sick. So a guy's obviously started. I don't know too much about it because, like I say, it was just a video literally just before I left, and he's basically started a business where he offers to put QR codes on your grave. So if let's say you had a scheme for him like you do normal funeral service, he'll have a QR code that goes on your grave, and if you scan it, it'll come up with videos, photos, your life story.
Mine's definitely going to be Rick
I just thought that was sick. And like he said, imagine, he says, at first the concept seems weird. He says, but imagine in, I don't know, 50 years.
Like when you go into graveyards, you see people's names on their headstone and you can get into their story.
Yeah, and imagine in 50 years, your grandkids or whatever could come to your grave, scan it and just see like your life story or what. Do you know how really sick is that? I thought the concept of that is mint.
It's the one benefit of tech, is it now, in the sense of like, we had like photo albums and stuff when we were younger to be able to see your grandparents.
That's it. But you don't know him, do you?
Understand them from a picture.
Whereas like, and to be honest, I just thought, me and Squish were only on about it the other day. We were on about like what we want at our funerals and stuff. And that is on my list now. So check it out if you get a second. A Different Ending, they're called.
That's class.
Honestly, looks mint.
You could also.
I'm definitely going to hijack yours and just put like gay porn.
I was going to say. I was just about to say that's also a great. That's also a great opportunity to troll your friend if you die before you. Just put Rick Astley never going to give you up on repeat.
Do your own QR codes and just put them over the top of the grave once.
Just a video of you popping up going, I don't feel very well.
All
disabled people should work.
Too soon, bro. Too soon.
This won't get posted for another week.
I hope Jack clips that. I was just going to post that.
Again, we're getting too excited, so we'll go for a break and we'll come back. Catch you later.
Who gave him Monster?
Right, should we do some hear me outs then, girls?
Yeah, boy.
Who's going to kick us off?
You got one, Carl?
Yeah. Hear me out. If you can afford holidays, takeaways, and nights out, you shouldn't be complaining passionately about not being able to afford a house.
Okay.
You don't know.
Fair point.
Yeah, because it's hard enough as it is, even when you're on a really good wage. All three of us earn really good money in what we do. And it's not the podcast. Hopefully one day. Yeah. But like I say, all three of us, it's not easy getting a house. We can't just click a finger and go, I'll buy that. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. There are certain sacrifices you have to make. And if you don't go on holiday for a couple of years and have to, you know...
And the rest.
And have a fucking takeaway for a bit and just fucking live a little bit below your means, then I think you've got to make sacrifices in life to get what you want.
I think a lot of people think that it's a quick thing and they think, I should be able to buy a house if I just save for a year or two.
Yeah.
Fuck that. It can take ages. Like, if you want, do you know what I mean? It can take...
You just got to take stock of what you want, haven't you? Yeah, you can
prioritize,
still have your holidays and your takeaways, but it's going to take you 10 years to save for that.
Exactly. What you want more and how fast you want it.
Yeah, and it was 3 years, 2.5, 3 years ago when we were going through the process. Yeah. And I remember when they were saying, we went and seen a mortgage advisor. She goes, right, okay, Sam, there's going to be a long time until you get into this house, but you can have it. But before you go for your mortgage calculation of what you can have based on your wages, you have to provide them with bank statements and things.
Yep.
And you can't have anything relating to gambling on there. Yep. And luckily for me, I'm not a gambler. And I will slap an accumulator on once every couple of months, if that, just on as like a fucking random thing. But I dread to think, because I know some people that really do fucking gamble, and I just think, fuck me, I don't know how they do it. But that's another thing. Like that, gambling's an addiction, and imagine having that to sacrifice. Where, let alone takeaways and things like that. Takeaways might be an addiction for some people, to be fair, but like takeaways, holidays, things like that, you should be able. Buying a house should be enough for you to not do that for a period of time. Yeah. If you're going to complain about it because you haven't got the willpower to do that, then you need to shut up, really, to be honest.
I think there's a thing though, is like house prices they're well expensive compared to what they used to be, aren't they? So
don't get me wrong, I am not an advocate for how fucking expensive they are.
But nowadays. I think you're right in terms, not so much. I mean, takeaways and stuff if you're regularly doing it, but I mean holidays definitely. I mean, I'm a bit of a hypocrite. Well, I'm not a hypocrite, but I'm not a massive holiday person. I think I'm a bit of a miserable bastard, really. But I just think spending 3-4 grand for a week or a couple of weeks, what a waste of money. What a fast way to lose a lot of money. Do you know what I mean?
There's a lot of other ways you can have a really good time.
Yeah, like, and it just I get memories. Do you know what I mean? And we do go on holiday because obviously if it weren't for Squish, probably wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm just a miserable bastard. And it's worth it. I enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying I don't enjoy it. I just, in my head, that's how my head works. I think, how long is the joy and how much is that going to cost me? Do you know what I mean?
It doesn't sit high on your priority list.
No, not at all.
But again, trying to play devil's advocate, the problem now is, like you said about house price and stuff like that, I think people just know it's unrealistic in their future to buy a house now because of the way the system is. So people are just starting to enjoy their life instead.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that.
No, but it's the sense of, you used to be able to do both once, like our grandparents' parents' lives. There was an opportunity to get on the property ladder without completely skinting yourself.
Like you're saying, back in the day, the old school way of living 30, 40 years ago was one parent goes out and works, the other parent looks after the children, and on a single income house, you could afford to do all of these things. Nowadays, the system is designed for both parents really to be working, unless the one parent who is working is earning considerably more than the average wage.
Yeah.
But you also got to consider those people, holidays were the coast in the UK.
That's my thing. Yeah. Like, I mean? I'm happy to go and spend, I don't know, what is it, like 800 quid, say, for a caravan down in Devon or something.
Yeah.
I would get just as much joy from that with the kids and playing board games in the caravan.
My mum and dad, they took us to Wales 3 times a year camping. Yeah, we did it in caravans, we did it in statics, tents, everything.
But they're more wholesome, aren't they?
They are, proper family time.
And I think a big part of it is, and it's one thing I've been kind of self-reflecting on a little bit, is like, I mean, we went abroad as kids, but only when we got a bit older. Obviously, I think I was probably coming up to a teenager before we went properly abroad. But we used to go to Devon every year in a caravan.
It's stunning.
And I think it's good for kids to realise, actually, you don't get everything you want. So, like, we used to go into Devon, and some nights we'd go out into the club and stuff, the kids' club, like, you know, like the shows and stuff. And then maybe a couple of nights of the week, we'd stay in, play board games. And do you know what I mean? We wouldn't spend any money.
Yeah.
Well, I think, again, we're probably the last generation that did that, I suppose. Because, like, I didn't go abroad till I was 18, so I could afford to go myself.
Yeah.
But kids now, it's the norm for them to go abroad.
Yeah.
You know
and, like,
I mean?
all-inclusive, it's just an expected thing.
Well, we've got cheaper holiday packages. We had all of that kind of thing for a long time, and now it's got expensive again.
And also, nowadays, you've got everything at the tip of your fingers because you can finance fucking everything.
And I think,
but you can also see everybody else's holiday pictures as well, can't you?
So this is a big point, I think, for the whole buying a house thing. 2 things really. Like you say, you get everything on tap, don't you? You get everything on tick. So fair enough, you might not go on holiday route, but you've got a nice car. You've got, do you know what I mean? You might have your telly or Sky subscriptions, etc. And I know I remember that bloke come out and said something similar, didn't he? And he got absolutely ripped for it because he was an older bloke, and he was like, "Oh, all these people moaning about house prices need to like cancel the Netflix subscriptions and stuff."
Right.
But I'm not saying it's as simple as just cancelling your Netflix subscription. But I think, especially like the car and like you say, finance and stuff, it all stacks up.
It does, yeah.
And when you start looking at if you're serious about buying a house, they are things you have to sacrifice, aren't they?
Yeah.
If you genuinely want a good house, and this ain't me, like you said, this isn't accept it. The house prices are fine. House prices are fucking stupid.
Do you need that Mercedes?
It's still doable. Exactly.
Or could you get to work in a Renault?
This is my point. It's still doable, isn't it? I mean, you mentioned about like single income. I mean, we've pretty much been a single income household.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And still, I'm not saying it's easy. I mean, but there is schemes to help. Shared ownership, help to buy schemes, especially if you're a first time buyer. There's probably more to help you now than there was back in the day. That's not to say it makes up for the house prices, but it definitely helps.
There has to be.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But if you let's say you could save, I don't know. Let's say you've got a nice car on. How much is a good car on finance now? 400 quid
at least
for a decent car. Let's say 400 quid. Even if you just saved for 5 years, do you know what I mean? And that was the only bit you were putting towards your house deposit. It's still half decent deposit. It's with a first time buyer scheme where you only have to put 5% down as well.
Yeah,
it's doable, but like you say, you do have to sacrifice, and you have to be willing to sacrifice. And it's okay not to. If you don't want to buy a house, or you think there's better things, fuck it, I'm just going to live my life because I could die before I finish paying the house off anyway. Fucking do it, man.
Yeah, damn right. And the thing is as well, like. There's a big stigma about owning your house.
There is.
And I think it's wrong. Like, because there's two sides to the coin. Some people really enjoy renting because they don't feel tied down to anything, and they can just move to the next place or move to the next place.
We've had this debate for years, haven't we?
I think we all have, haven't we? And and it's different horses for courses, but
and I think a big part of it is what was your end goal, isn't it? So like for me, buying a house is really high on my priority list because I've got kids, young kids. So the hope was if I buy early, I'll pay it off by the time the kids are growing up, and there's something there to give. Do you know what I mean? An asset to pass. But that's not everyone's. Do you know what I mean? That's not everyone's end goal. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, good one. That was a really good one.
Cheers, lads.
You got one fish, or do you want me to go?
I'll let you go.
I've actually got a couple, but I'll say the one that I originally put down. Hear me out. We've touched on this before, but I thought it was a good time to bring it up without going too much back into detail over the last week. But why are people so much more motivated to tell people they're a cunt than to tell someone they're doing good?
Well, yeah, because we've touched on this before, because hate travels faster than love.
And I put a little note next to it, and I've put, no wonder there's so much hate online. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because controversy gets you 100,000 likes, and being kind and nice gets you 1,000. So no wonder there's so many people, because some people do, don't they? They literally, they call it rage bait, don't they? Yeah. But they'll literally be purposely controversial just to get views and likes and whatnot. But
we've said it along to like the newspapers, all that kind of stuff. Shit news sells.
It does. It really does.
Yeah. But that must be something inbuilt into humans that we like bad news better than good news.
Yeah, but it makes you. I was doing a bit of research on it, and they've actually done studies on it. I can't remember exactly what it was, but they've done studies on it, and it's something about the way people's brains work. They get more. You are like massively more likely to comment on someone's video or share someone's video if it's negative, if it makes you angry, than if you like it and it makes you happy. Apparently, that's. They did some mad study. But I just think it's crazy, innit? Because then how can we moan that social media is full of negativity in that? Because we're only got ourselves to blame.
It's a really weird place, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we're learning that, aren't we? It's a very strange place.
But you've only got yourselves to blame, haven't you? Because like if we want to see positive stuff online, we would interact more with the positive stuff online. Do you know what I mean? Whereas we're not.
We've said it before about like compliments and stuff like that. We're quick to dig each other out and give each other shit, but then when you give me a compliment, I'm like, stop it, it's weird.
Like I say, and it does go into real life, doesn't it? Like you say, if you see someone walking down the street and he looks class, you'd be like, oh. But if you see someone walking down the street and he's fucking looks like he's been dragged through an edge and you think, look at that fucker. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna notice it more almost.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So yeah, that was my one. I mean, I did have another one, but it kind of span off.
The thing is, I don't know how we ever combat that.
I think it has to be a conscious effort.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We kind of have to tell yourself, right, I'm not going to engage with shit. Do you know what I mean? Because the problem is, the more you engage with it, the more it gets thrown out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think the only way to combat it is a conscious effort, because it goes, like you say, it goes against the way almost that we're wired. Weird.
Yeah. Hear me out. A man's value is attached to what he can provide.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think if you take a lot of even our circumstances, would you still be loved just as much if you didn't provide something?
And it was sort of a reverse engineering of, I think it was Chris Rock said it once, where men are the only creatures that don't get unconditional love.
Yeah.
Your dog, your kids, your wife, whatever, as soon as you have love...
I disagree. Dog's different.
What do you mean?
Dogs are the only thing that will unconditionally love a man.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they will unconditional love from day one. Once you love them, that's it. It's never going away. Whereas I feel with a man, it's based on what you can bring to the party,
and it's so quick to lose.
Yeah,
isn't it?
You stop bringing that to the party, and all of a sudden, your value is now taking a dive.
And even if it's not categorically true, it definitely feels like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe again, it might be a societal mindfuck or something, but it definitely seems to be that way.
I wonder if that's a bit of the equation in terms of men's mental health and why it's so low. Do you know what I mean? Because maybe we do as a species feel that we have to provide, and you do, don't you? You feel like you can always do better. I know I do. Feel there's always that kind of internal voice saying, do better, you can do better than this.
You don't ever feel you can relax in the moment, if you know what I mean, and just enjoy it. It's, okay, I've achieved that, now what?
Yeah, exactly.
And I just thought it was a good topic to bring up, because to go sort of a different angle on it as well, it goes into marriage and divorce. Yeah. Because as soon as you get divorced, your value then depletes as well, because it's the men that lose. Based on our society,
I think that's a fact as well, isn't it? I think they did studies saying that men lose out most in divorce settlements.
It's got to be one of the, I don't know the right way to say it. It's got to be the contract you read the least. Yeah. Because you don't read the terms and conditions of that contract. You go into it with an emotional reason.
Love. Yeah.
And it ends up ending with a financial reason, which I just think is bullshit. None of that should be tied to the fact you want to tell the world you love someone.
Yeah. Well, that's all that, it used to be different, didn't it? Marriage used to be kind of in the eyes of God, didn't it? It was but I think you look at divorce rates as well nowadays. I'd love to see the numbers, because when, I don't know about you boys, but when I was a kid, hearing someone got divorced was not a thing. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I can't ever remember.
I'll tell you what, if you look at it from and this is trying not to go down a rabbit hole, but you can sort of tie us all into one. Like back in the day, things were made, like this table or something like that, things were made that you could fix to last. And if something went wrong with it, you'd fix it. And I think that translates to life as well, especially relationships. Because if you can look at social media as a load of people all living different lives, and everyone looks meant on social media because they only show the good things. But in some ways, if you're in it, for someone who's probably in a struggling relationship or something like that or whatever, if you're not careful, your missus could be looking at a Facebook or something as a catalogue of fucking different blokes that she could, and that could work for the men as well. And, nowadays, people are very quick to throw things away and move on to the next, because it's a throwaway society.
And that's the thing, it's more socially acceptable, isn't it?
Yeah, back in the day, people would work through fixing their relationship. They'd spend a week sleeping in separate beds, or they'd but ultimately they would do what they need to do to fix the issue, which is the relationship.
Stand by the vows.
Going on what you've just said there, I think it's not necessarily a catalogue of potential suitors. But what I got from it is that the problem is they're looking at other people's lives and going,
that looks so
we
much
can't
better.
have that the way we are. Yeah. But if I get someone like that, I can have that.
That's kind of what I was saying. The catalogue, the catalogue was a bad way of wording it. But
I try to elaborate on it, but it's people are always looking at other people's lives now and going, how can I have that? Rather than looking inwards and going, look what I've got.
And you know what? That can affect people's relationships if they're good as well.
Yeah.
You could have a really good, happy relationship, and one of you could see another couple doing something that you guys don't get to do, but looks really good and everything. And you just think, well, why can't we have that?
Yeah.
Why do I see all these happy couples and your life is actually happy?
Yeah.
It just looks better on their pictures because they're in fucking Barbados doing this, and this.
But you don't know they're happy, and that's the bit people need to think about.
And that's the illusion of the internet.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But the bit I want to talk about with this is the fact that going into like a men's mental health thing, when, say, what you're providing is love and security, but at some point in your life, you're going through a shit point, you're down, you're miserable, you can't seem to give that love and security at the minute, because what you need is it back to help you get back to where you are.
Yeah.
But the problem is, the equation is, if you're not giving it, you're not receiving it.
Yeah, exactly.
Law of attraction, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's a weird situation where as long as you're giving it, life will be good.
Yeah.
But I don't know, you've got to find that one person that can understand that when you're not 100%, I think someone else spoke about it before, that
the percentages.
that when you're down to 20%, they need to take the 80.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good analogy for life.
It
That
is.
100%.
sometimes, you might not be giving all the value to the relationship, but
gotta
it's a
work
two-way
it out,
street. You got to work it out. Going back into what Carl says, you've got to find a way to fix it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not an ejector seat because it's not working.
Ejecto seat. I've got a quick one. I want your opinion on this. Should you be able to talk about something if you don't know about it? Should you be able to give an opinion on something that you don't necessarily know about?
Who knows everything about anything?
Well, I've seen a few comments about this on not just over different videos, and people. There's a lot. Seems to be quite a consensus that you shouldn't talk about something you don't know about or you don't know all the facts about, which I massively disagree with. I think.
How do you learn?
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's human to want to talk about stuff, and like you say, learn it. Jesus, if I could give so many examples of stuff that everybody talks about, but realistically, on the grand scheme of things, how many times do people talk about space? Do you know what I mean? But really, you don't know about it.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Not unless you're a scientist.
How many people do you know an armchair football manager?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's human connection. It's society, isn't it? To talk about stuff you don't know about and learn from one another. We could be talking in a pub about something. This whole podcast is about talking shit. Yeah. But I just thought that raised a real good question because, like I say, I see so many people saying, "Oh, you clearly don't know what you're talking about," or "Don't talk about stuff. You should stay quiet." And I'm thinking,
mate, you could go into like football transfers. Really,
exactly.
As fans, we know what we need to know. But there's a hell of a lot of dodgy shit that goes on in the background. Just because we don't know about it doesn't mean we can't have an opinion on a football transfer.
Or like if you're watching a film and give it, this is gonna, you don't know, sure.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Is that the mentality?
But it's, for me, you should be allowed to speak about whatever you want.
Yeah, even if you're wrong.
Especially if you're wrong as well. But you've got to understand that there's a tax that comes with that someone might tell you're an idiot.
Yeah.
And you've got to be able to take that on the chin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Don't then get upset about it and get irate about it. Yes, you've said something wrong, but now I'm going to educate you.
But I hate the mentality of if you say something wrong, rather than just educate or talk about it, debate it. Exactly. It's like, why are you talking about something you don't know?
Well, those people can't debate, and those people don't have the maturity to be able to do that. And whether that's like some trauma they've been through in the past that they can't let go of, or something that happened to them once upon a time, they just do not have the ability to do that. I can talk to someone in person and very, very quickly suss out whether I can have a debate with them or not, and I just won't bother because it's a one-way conversation.
And it gets hostile, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. And like I say, especially on the internet, you will never be able to fucking please everyone.
Yeah.
And you just got to accept the fact you're going to fucking piss a few people off.
Yeah.
So good. As long as there's a consensus, we're going to carry on talking shit we know fuck all about.
Yep.
Get used to it.
Absolutely. It's good to talk.
Right. Have we got any internet's gone mad?
Not explicitly, but I do have one that I kind of put in the deep section that goes with this.
Okay.
And I hope you've heard of it. Have you ever heard of Richard Russell, also known as the Sky King?
No.
Absolutely
You must
not.
have heard
Richard
of this guy.
Russell, I don't.
Jack, clip this. There's got to be a little clip we can get in because there's a lot of criticism around it because it's kind of glorifying kind of what he did. But Richard Russell, it's quite an old video now, and the video is online. You can see it
Okay.
like from other perspectives, and you can hear the the talking. But basically, Richard Russell, I don't know if he worked there or what, but ran onto a kind of a runway and stole a plane.
What?
Yeah, jumped into a small plane and stole it, flew up.
Oh, I feel like I have. I feel like I've heard of this.
What kind of plane? Like a real...
Just like I think it was like a small plane.
Weren't all
like
of the aircraft control people talking to him?
Yeah, so on the video you can hear all the aircraft control saying what you're doing, and he's like, and basically he was going through a bit of a mental health crisis.
Okay.
And he sounds quite a young, but he doesn't sound too old, right? And I think one of the things he says is like, I'm just a little bit screwed up and just doing messed up things and stuff. But he's talking to the air, and he sounds like he's having a laugh and a joke, and he's basically loving life up in the sky. Do you know what I mean? It feels free.
Yeah.
And he's making a joke saying, "Hey, if you were to do a barrel roll in this thing, how would you go about doing it?" And the air traffic controller is like, "No, just put it in an autopilot." And anyway, does barrel roll, and on the air traffic control, you can hear them say, I don't know if this, I think the scrambled jets or something, and on the air traffic control, and he's like, "Listen, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. No, that's not what this is about." And they're like, he just completed a barrel roll. I repeat, he just completed a barrel roll, and he's like 10 foot off the water.
I remember that video. How professional and good were the air traffic control?
They were real good.
Because they saw a situation, they were like, right.
They were so
do not do anything to set this guy off. But
the video, honestly, is so good. And I know it sounds bad, doesn't it? Because obviously he did end up, he flew the plane into a mountain. I think it was a mountain or something. He killed himself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But if you need to watch the whole video and hear the interaction, because it is actually part of my deep, because one of the things I wrote on my deep bit, and I'll just throw it in, was about kind of how many people do you walk past who you think are perfectly fine? Like on the way he's talking, doesn't he? He sounds perfectly fine. He acknowledges like he's messed up and you know he's fucking struggling. But I don't know if it was just almost the euphoria of what he was doing or what. But he sounded like he was having fun. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously he ends up killing himself. And like I say, there's a lot of criticism around it, because it's like so many people say, and I'm the same, never skip a Sky King video, because it pops up on TikTok every now and again. It will just pop up and you watch the whole thing, because it's quite a long video, but you need to watch it. And I don't know why it's not glorifying it. It's just almost acknowledging like he did something in his last moments, and he almost gave himself a bit of, I don't know what the word is, but like I say, like he felt free for for the last moments of his life. He felt free, and I think that's why so many people connect to it.
He made the decision that he was ending it before he got in that.
Literally,
he just thought, you know what? How many people say they've done this?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure he says something like that. He says, "I don't plan to land," or something like that. Honestly, watch the video. See if Jack will hopefully put a bit of a clip up. But it's so I don't even know the word to explain it. But it's just a real deep video that you connect with.
It's like the saying, isn't it? Everybody dies, but not everybody lives.
Yeah. Literally. Like it's literally that. In fact, that is probably the best way to explain that video. So, and I think that's why so many people connect with it. And people are like, "Oh, you can't glorify it because like this was a man in his worst point." But in them, I agree. In his life, that he was. In them moments, he was, like you say, living. He was living probably for the first time. We don't know, but I just think it's amazing. I think that video is incredible.
It just reminded me of a different video. Did you see the Red Bull pilots that got the 2 fighter jets? That basically they went. Is it the?
I fucking love Red Bull videos.
They're
incredible.
Basically, 2 brothers that are like fighter pilots. They do like displays with the planes and stuff like that. I don't know what the governing body is in America. Is it the FDA or something where you're allowed to fly? FAA. They applied to do a stunt where they jump from each other's planes and land into the other planes, and they said no. And
I'm not fucking surprised.
This was on the Saturday. So on the Monday, they went, fuck it.
Do it anyway.
We're going to do it anyway. So they did it, took the planes up, put them into a nosedive, both planes, jumped. One got into the plane and actually pulled it back up. The other missed completely, and the plane just hit the
crashed.
Back. So they both had their licenses taken off them. They're both in big. But Red Bull probably got the best marketing campaign they could probably get out of it.
And I'd like to think Red Bull fucking helped pay for their fucking lawyers.
Because
for fuck's sake.
But that wasn't one of my internet's gone mad, but it just reminded me when you said about the plane.
The balls on them motherfuckers.
Yeah. But imagine being like two brothers sat around the dinner table going, I did it.
Yeah, but you'd be like, literally. It's fucking sick though, wasn't it? It's like Fast and Furious. Bro, I almost had you. Fuck's sake.
Got any, Kyle?
I've got one, but it's strange because I went down a right rabbit hole on Reddit, and basically it made me want to ask you guys. You know, as men, we feel like
we as man,
we can we feel like we can do anything, don't we? But we also feel like we could never succumb to anything we wouldn't want to do or anything like that. Then hear me
tell
out.
yourself that, yeah.
No, but like I went down this post on Reddit about cults and how wild some of the cults can be. We know about all these fucking like demonic cults and people like that, you know, all these people that worship fucking really like satanic shit and all that good stuff.
Wanted to say bollocks, changed it to good stuff.
I have not been brainwashed into a cult.
I don't like the way you're looking at me, bro.
Is it recruiting us?
But no, like I started reading through the comments and it was really interesting because I was expecting to hear like a story of like a really dark cult, and I can't like reading about shit like that late at night. It's a bit sick, really. But like, you know, like
whatever helps you sleep.
No, but like you read shit and you think, fucking hell, it's mad, innit? Like you only ever see that
Open
in
your eyes
films.
to it,
It does. You only ever see it in films, but you're like, fuck me, this is actually real, and that's what I was expecting to find. But what it was actually a load of people talking about real cults, but they weren't diving into what the cults were. They were diving into how people get recruited into it.
Yeah.
And it made me think to myself, could I ever get convinced to join a cult? And first thing was, no, I ain't stupid. Do you know what I mean? I ain't stupid.
You support Villa?
You take that back.
Innit? Who's this fucking
Ain't that
prick?
a cult?
Your hairline's a cult.
Good one.
What's left of it. But no, why has he fucking thrown me off? What a cunt. No, so basically it was a load of people talking about how people get recruited into cults, and like there was people talking about how they always prey on the vulnerable.
Yeah.
And it makes you realise how many vulnerable people there are in the world.
Yeah, because vulnerability can mean a load of different things.
It can. And you know what? There is no one on this earth, no matter how powerful or strong you are, or mentally or physically, who has never once in their life been in a vulnerable position.
100%.
And if you get in a vulnerable position, if you find yourself in a vulnerable position at the wrong time in the wrong place,
And someone comes in at the right time in the right place.
you never, and it is like sometimes all the Swiss cheeses align. Do you know what I mean? And you know all the holes align. You know. Everything aligns.
What are you talking about?
You know what I mean?
I think you just made up a saying then. I get what you're saying. It's just a made up one.
You know the Swiss cheese model with the fucking... You don't know the Swiss cheese model?
Stop saying Swiss cheese.
You must know the Swiss cheese model.
Is he brainwashed?
I think he's in the Swiss cheese model.
No. You're both going to finish this pod and go, fuck me, I need a cheese sandwich. But no. So like when the stars align, fucking, and it's the time...
That's bad. That makes sense.
Okay,
I've heard that before.
Okay.
When the Swiss cheese aligns...
No. I'm laughing at your laugh.
The Swiss cheese aligns.
He so tried to get that in and hope we just gloss over it.
No, I couldn't think. I couldn't think of stars. So, have you ever done a risk assessment where sometimes you come to the problem and it's a Swiss cheese model?
No.
Right. Well, I'll educate you another time. But basically, back to the actual topic. Right.
Is he playing bingo? Is Swiss cheese on his bingo?
I think he's winning.
Listen. Back to the point, right?
Oh, I'm crying.
You come into the point where you're like, I couldn't be, you know, say, for example, I lose my relationship, I lose my house, I lose my fucking job. And I'm in shit creek, right?
Yeah.
And I'm in a vulnerable position. I'm homeless, right? I fucking, you know, I've got nothing. I got no way out, and I'm looking for a way out.
You got any Swiss cheese?
And someone was saying like these people who in these cults, they go out and they look for people who
specifically,
who they find vulnerable people, reinforce their beliefs that the world is cruel, and it's like they find someone who's like, oh fucking, I've got nothing. He's like, oh, well, the world's a shit place, but if you come over here, we'll give you 3 meals a day. We'll fucking do this, and this, and they'll convince them that they need their community.
He's like the modern day man in a van, innit? Coming here, got sweets in here.
Yeah. Well, then, like, so,
but then it's the guilt, isn't it? Of they've helped you, so now you've
and it's all like mind, and it made me think like, yeah, I couldn't do that. And then like there was loads of people in the comments saying, yeah, you'd never get me in a cult, and all this. And it was like, well, actually, have you ever been vulnerable before? And it's like, and then this same person was like, actually, you know what? To be fair, it's a fucking good job no one asked me back then. Do you know what I mean? I'd have been all over it. I'd be like a flying shit. Give me that coat.
Well, yeah, it was, you're Scottish now.
I thought he said kill.
He definitely said kill. Give me that kill.
But yeah, that was just, it's a weird.
Yeah, no, it's a good way of thinking of it though as well, because I
got mad, but it's a little bit different to something funny that I saw.
When you said, I'd have said, nah, fuck that, would I ever? But when you explain it like that, you think actually.
Well, you know what led me down it? What led me down it was I read a different. I read
the garden path.
No, I read a different post about why. There was a woman in Batman who used to be married to Tom Cruise.
Just has to get Batman in.
I know,
it's either Batman
Nicole
or the fucking
Kidman?
cat.
It might be. Yeah. Nicole. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, but fucking
Tom Cruise is. So Nicole Kidman's been in a lot of other films other than Batman. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
yeah, but he just don't want to sit here trying to think of who it is anymore.
Yeah,
he just accept whichever first one you say.
Yeah, fucking shut up. So anyway, I'm there thinking Tom Cruise is a legend. He fucking does all his own stunts and this, that, and the other. He's cool as fuck. He's part of a massive cult, apparently.
Yeah, Scientology.
Yeah, and I didn't know nothing about this. Like, this was all new to me, and I was like, what the fuck's it? And I seen, this post. It was like Nicole Kidman got out of that relationship, and I don't know if it was Nicole Kidman. I think it's another woman. I really do. I think it's another woman.
I don't think it is.
But her dad was a really high up lawyer in America.
Yeah.
And she had to basically hide the fact that she was planning on divorcing Tom Cruise, because if he found out, she'd be fucked because of this cult that he's a part of, this Scientology.
Never even heard of it.
It was, I was reading the story of how she had to hide from him. She had to fucking meet up with her dad and get all this shit and everything. And I'm thinking, is Tom Cruise like this evil villain in real life? This is mental. And then that's when I went down the rabbit hole of all these cults and shit. But yeah, fuck it.
Crazy.
Do you know about Scientology?
It's classed as a religion, but it is a cult.
I've never Talk to us about it, because I read a little bit about it. I didn't really understand it.
I don't know loads about it, but again,
I've heard it's the really fucking bad one.
It depends what you mean. It's really fucking bad.
As in, like, what they were accusing fucking Epstein on. That kind of bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, it's like...
No, not Tom Cruise, man. He's cool as fuck.
Well, you know...
Don't ruin it.
No, but you know all them conspiracy theories about, like, the top of Hollywood.
Yeah,
and the top of the music.
like they're all on the lists and shit.
It's that kind of cult, apparently.
I don't know enough about it to put some depth in there.
We need to topic this on another episode, because I'm really...
That's your research for next week.
Yeah. We can actually have some
Scientology.
We'll talk about something we might know a little bit about.
Yeah, we're all going to get substance for each other.
We're all going to come back as Scientologists.
So have you got one?
Internet's gone mad. Whoa, I had a funny one. Did you all get this bit isn't funny. Did you all get the alert on your phone for when the...
Shut me up, bro.
The fire had
so loud.
It scared the crap out of me. I was in a public place and everybody's phone just started going off. It made me like shit myself. But then someone posted online and goes, can you imagine being in jail and everyone's phone goes off?
Oh, mate, can you imagine?
The whole jail just starts ringing with these alerts like, oh, who's got a phone? I just thought that was fucking hilarious. But then the other internet's gone mad for me is there's a bus driver in London that has been going around and he's got a bubble gun and he blows bubbles out the window at kids just to make them happy as he drives past. He's now been banned from doing it based on health and safety reasons because he doesn't have the correct firearms license.
Oh, shut the fuck up, soft twats. That's bollocks, isn't
so
it?
all he's doing is bringing
just trying
joy
to bring
to people.
Joy to the world and he's being fucking...
Fuck me.
So I was like, what is going on?
Can't he just get a sticker saying not a real firearm, it's bubbles?
Yeah. But He's been told by his company he's not allowed to do it anymore.
Sake, man.
So that was that one.
World's gone soft.
And then the last one was Oxford County Council have now gone through court and officially got a ban on any UK flags in their county.
What? That's official.
That's official. If you put them up on a flagpole or anything, on a lamppost or anything like that, you can get asset seizure, imprisonment, and unlimited financial sanctions.
I'll tell you what, I'd be putting flags everywhere.
100 fucking.
That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
So yeah, that was my internet's gone mad. So now you're not allowed.
Do you reckon that's on the leaflet?
Don't get me started on the leaflet.
Do you reckon that's on the leaflet as well?
Yeah, we're not going to start on the leaflet today.
That's bollocks. That's my talk on the leaflet. That is bollocks.
Yeah.
Why are we having to tell people how not to?
And you know what? Everyone watching this is going to know this exactly what we're fucking on about.
Exactly.
Say that fucking leaflet.
Yeah. And I tell you what, if there's one single person that is behind that leaflet, you are right. What is wrong with this country? Because it's not the deeper. It's not the shallow thought of, oh yeah, you're just trying to help. No, fuck that. Why are we having to have that explanation? Do you know what I mean? If I'm letting people in my house, I'm not going to say to the people in my house, don't beat up my kids. Do you know what I mean? I'm not, because if I think they could, they're not coming in my house.
Yeah,
and exactly, that should be the logic behind it.
Exactly.
And some of the stuff on that leaflet's ridiculous, mate.
It's ridiculous, mate.
We'll gloss over that for this week. We'll bring it up another time. One more I've got. The internet's gone mad. I think you'll like this one. Have you heard of kebabbing?
No, but it sounds fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. People are paying up to 600 quid a time to go to like a seedy little dungeon and be treated like a kebab.
You know what? I was about to say that did not go where I expected it to, but it went exactly where I was expecting it to.
They roll up in a nan, get sauce squirted all over them and lettuce, whatever, and they get treated like a kebab.
What do they do if your nan's not alive?
And that's acceptable.
And that's a thing that people are paying for. It's a thrill that people want to be treated.
Imagine
like
do you reckon they're complaining about not being able to afford to buy a house? You better pack that kebab in if you want to fucking get on the mortgage ladder.
That's one of those expenses that's got to go.
Fucking bollocks.
What do you do if your nan's not into it?
Let's see what you did there.
Thanks. I had to say it again because you didn't get it.
Yeah, well, I ignored it the first time. I thought I'd give you that.
I thought I'd have to say it.
Well done. But yeah, I just thought that just the funniest, weird
people
shit.
are fucked up, aren't they?
Yeah.
Some people are proper fucked
and you
up.
wonder why we all can't get on the internet. Do you know what I mean? People are just different.
People are really doing this shit.
Yeah.
This shit is real. Yeah. This shit is fucking real.
This ain't a joke. It's real. It exists.
They are here, people.
And you can imagine just walking down the street. You could go kebabbing it. For all I know, you go kebabbing.
Yep. Look, for 600 quid a go, I'm not. But yeah. Right, do you want to do some deep section?
Yeah, say it.
It's time to get deep.
Should I go first?
Yeah.
I think it's not. It could have been a hear me out, but to be fair, it's a good point that I wanted to bring up. I think we always talk about men's mental health, don't we?
Yeah.
And I think where we are now with men's mental health is so much better than where it used to be, obviously. It's talked about so much more. But I think that people have got so good at telling men it's okay to talk, but
not good at listening.
I'm not convinced we're good at noticing when people don't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think we're, as a society, so much more open to men talking, but there's not enough noticing individual. I'm talking individual. So like, there's so much like posters and stuff like just talk, but that doesn't get you talking, does it? Let's be honest. No. There's a man that's not going to make you talk. What I'm getting at is there's not enough kind of drive behind finding the people who don't talk. Do you know what I'm saying? So like,
there needs to be more education on people being educated. So then when someone does need to talk,
exactly,
you understand how to be helpful.
Yeah, literally. And I think being able to identify, and I know it's easy to say, and it's a lot harder to know when someone's actually struggling. But there are signs, aren't they? Yeah. And I think training or like awareness around them signs, because even if you're wrong, I'd rather try and get someone talking who's actually sound and there's nothing wrong with them and there's no issues. But I'd rather do it and not not need me to than not do it and then need me to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, how many times do you see the same thing always get said every time you see a male suicide or a serious male attempt on suicide or a self-harm? It's always the same exact thing that someone says. They say, we've been best mates with him for fucking 20 years and we never fucking knew. And he always has a smile on his face. And I think that's where it boils down to, the fact that you can train someone all you want. Like, you will only know if that person wants you to know. Because I tell you now, no one knows that person better than themselves. And if they want to hide it from you, they'll fucking well hide it. And I think we need to encourage people to ask the question.
Yeah, but I don't think it's just about, I think there should be, don't get me wrong, I don't know what the answer is, but I think there should be some kind of strategy, for want of better words, to be able to not necessarily get it out of them, but drill into somebody a bit in terms of, like, if you're not sure, let's say I'm not sure if you're struggling. So there should be, and it's going to differ, innit? It's going to differ on the kind of person they are and your friendship group, etc., etc., etc. But I think there must be a certain way, even if it's not black and white, that can help somebody navigate that situation. So there can be something that says to me, even if I don't suspect, if just in general, like you want to check up on your mates and that, talk about this. Tell them something deep about your situation.
It's almost like a triage system.
Do you get what I mean? And I know it sounds like it's black and white, and I know it's not.
You're prodding.
Literally.
To find the reaction you're looking for.
And I bet
you're trying to open the door.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. And I bet there's someone with fucking all the knowledge and the quals on this that could put together something that not necessarily would work 100% of the time, but would help try and navigate that. Do you know what I mean?
I'm going to say, for me, it's like, one, you've got to understand people's character, because how you approach that
can differ.
But I think in a way, we're all so busy and all wrapped up in ourselves most of the time. It's for me, the education of going, right, I've done all the shit I need to do for my life. Well, Carl normally rings me every day.
Exactly.
And he hasn't.
So the awareness
of that's changed to go, well, I'll just check in with him then.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Just knowing your friends and knowing that something's off, something's different. It might just be he's had a shit day and he don't want to talk to me. But it's being able to take a step back out of your own life, I think, sometimes, to understand 100%. That people around you may need you.
But I think, like, we touched on that fucking government fucking poster, pamphlet shit. Like, why aren't they dedicating time into that? I mean, male suicide is still like one of the most, like, the biggest killers, isn't it? So why are we not dedicating time into more down to that? Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's as simple as a fucking pamphlet, but if we think a pamphlet can stop people fucking beating up the families and not giving women their rights they deserve, then surely it can only help. Do you know what I'm saying?
The bit that annoys me with that is you do all these health and safety courses and stuff like that, and they come up with the statistics that men between 21 and 40 are the highest rate of suicide. If they work in construction, the rate goes up, all this kind of stuff. Well, it stops there. Yeah, why does the investigation not go further down to it's because of unemployment, it's because of you've lost your job, and then go, well, how can we fix that then?
Because there's so much stuff in works now as well. And tell me if anybody's ever kind of benefited from these. But from my point of view, looking in, they all seem a bit kind of like surface level.
It's a bit wishy-washy,
do you know what I mean? It's more, it seems like it's more for, oh, look what we do, rather than we're helping people. Do you know what I mean? We're there for people. Because, like I say, looking for signs. I mean, how many of you guys ever been to work and someone's come up? I mean, you're probably a little bit different because I mean, it's decent company, but but what I mean is, like, have you ever gone to work and someone come up to you and say, how you been, mate? Do you know what I mean? Like, really? Like, or like someone's took you to one side and sat down with you, your boss or whatever, and sat down with you and say, how you been? How's your weekend been? How's the family? Do you know what I mean? How many people actually show an interest? Because from my experience, they're the things that matter. They're the things that different.
That's quite good where I am.
Yeah, I did expect that,
And it was, I tell you one thing, going off what you've just said about the signs and things like that, I think what's opened my eyes over the last few weeks, I've had a weekly appointment with a counsellor. that work provided me with. And I went through CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, about 7 or 8 years ago. And I was skeptical about that. And she got a lot out of me. And the whole time she did, I thought, this ain't fucking working. But I stuck with it just so I could finish the course of it. And I didn't start getting better until I started understanding that all of my reactions to things were actually changing based on how she had reprogrammed how I think about perspective and things like that. Anyway, not to go off on a tangent, but this counsellor, I was very sceptical purely because it was provided by work. And I thought the reason I was sceptical with it was because a work just ticking a box. Yeah. Are they just saying, right, I tell you what, we'll give him her number.
Covers her arse then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And that's how I think of it as well.
Yeah, and you get sceptical. And I fucking tell you what, I think she's better than the therapist that I had a few years ago. And she had me in a right fucking...
Good.
I got twisted up into knots,
digged
mate.
In, yeah, good.
Big time. And it's something that I've never even spoke to you guys about. Yeah. You guys know everything about.
But the thing is, you don't have to, do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's easier to talk to an outside source, isn't it?
But I think it's very, very important how we do all talk about a lot, and everyone talks a lot about how there isn't enough support out there, but I think it's very, very important to give credit to the fucking support that is there. Because I tell you what, anyone that feels like skeptical about getting help, and don't get me wrong, there's some shit help out there, and sometimes the method of help that you get might not be right for the situation that you're in. And
I was going to say that. I don't think there's shit help out there. I think it's your attitude towards it at the time.
Yeah. And and the kind of, like you say, the kind of help for what you need as well, isn't it? They might.
But for example, I went for a talking therapy session. Yeah. Provided through the NHS. And that was completely fucking different. Now, that would definitely have helped somebody else. I know it would have. Yeah. But for me, I didn't need that. And I knew it halfway through. And I even said to her halfway through, I said, look, I don't want to undermine you or anything, but I don't think I need this. I think I'm all right with what I've got. I'm also seeing a counsellor on the side. Yeah. Blah, blah. But anyway, I think it's very important for people to know that if you are offered some sort of help, at the absolute very least, give it a go. Yeah, if it's not right for you, at least you know, and then you can explore another avenue. But for all the men, and it's not as easy as just saying yes. Trust me, I've fucking been there. I know. Like, when you get offered that help, your pride and everything takes a kick in the bollocks because you think that whole I'm a man, I can look after myself goes right out the window. And all this anxiety and fear comes in. But when you do take that step and you give it a chance, like, trust me, it can really open doors. And I think it's very important that people do just give it a chance. Yeah, no, because that chance could prevent a hell of a lot of shit in the future.
And like you say, even if it's not the right help, you'll probably learn something about yourself on what might be the right help.
You will learn something.
Like, from I didn't really benefit from that, but I've heard they do something different. I think do you know what I mean? And it's good advice.
So, for example, I went to that talking therapy session, and to be honest, I said I knew from that's not what I need. Yeah. But if I went down another avenue and they said to me, right, well, we'd like to offer you talking therapy, I can then say, I've tried that. Is there anything else? Exactly, and they'll go, oh, okay. One, you're not wasting someone's time that someone's getting paid for to do something that's going to be pointless. And two, you're getting another option that can help you. But anyway,
I think quickly, the other side of the coin to that, where you said that's not for you. I remember years ago when I, again, went for counselling because I was going through a bad time. It was costing me a fortune. I was going every week, and I felt it was absolutely pointless.
So I felt with the CBT.
The whole time I was there, I thought, he's not doing anything. I'm literally just talking to him about shit every day. I'm getting nothing out of this. And then I think it was about 8 weeks in, he goes, I ain't going again. He's like, yeah, fine. And then I look back and go, actually, in those 8 weeks, he took me from rock bottom just back to normal. But at the time, I was like, he's fucking wasting my time. Yeah. Because I hadn't seen the growth that I'd done in that time, because I thought, I'm the one doing all the fucking talking. You're not doing anything.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing you touch on as well, because obviously you can't just give up too quick. You've got to trust the process. The same with anything. How many times, whether you go to the gym, whether you're dieting, trying to lose weight, whatever it is, you have to trust the process and stay consistent.
I was just about to say that. So it's a perfect comparison is if you're on a weight loss journey, you look at yourself in the mirror every day when you're brushing your teeth. You're not going to notice progress like someone who sees you once a week is, because they're going to see a dramatic difference in 7 days, whereas you're going to see a minor difference every day, but the minor difference is hidden because you're seeing yourself every day. And I think it relates to that as well. Like that therapist is seeing you once a week. He's seen a difference in 7 days.
Exactly.
You're judging yourself on yesterday and the day before and the day before the day. You know what I mean?
Cool. Right. You, Kyle?
Yeah, so I had one, and this is a deep today, isn't it, boys? This is a deep. Yeah,
I'm glad I haven't got one.
We're in the trenches here, boys. But yeah, like, you know how you touched on earlier on about how obviously it's difficult sometimes to get things out of mates and stuff. Well, I think a lot of friendship groups will always have. No, like every friendship group has the alpha. Every friendship group has the funny one.
I'm the alpha and the funny one. Let's just clear that out.
Just by
every friendship, every friendship group has the fat one, which you also.
That's not you, mate. Don't worry.
Everyone has the bold one. Everyone has the bolding one.
Bolding.
Well, no. Anyway, back to the deep, because this is supposed to be deep.
Be serious, man.
But every friendship group always has the one that's keeping everyone afloat, and I think it's very important to acknowledge those people as well. And it's very easy to forget to ask if they're okay.
Yeah,
and I've noticed it. One thing that with what I've gone through, it's made me very self-aware. But sometimes I can be very delayed in it. I've had it where fucking someone's come to me and asked me if I'm okay and checked in with me quite a fair bit. And I've been honest with them and this, that and the other, and I've poured my heart to them and, you know, and it helped and everything. And then I've gone home, or they've left my house, or I've drove off and I've thought, what a fucking cunt time. I didn't even ask them if they're all right.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes you've got to acknowledge and see that, look, I tell you what, there's been times where I've been really good and a friend, like, could be one of you guys, could be anyone, has been struggling. And I tell you what, sometimes to be the person, being there for that person through it, it can be exhausting. Mm-hmm. And also, when you're a product of your environment, if you spend a lot of time with that person, it can also have an effect on you as well. You've got to be very careful. Yeah. I think it's important. So, you all right, bro?
I'm good, mate, yeah.
Good. We're going to ask Fish every week because Fish, ladies and gentlemen, has been absolute fucking rock for me and Josh these last few months. Josh has had a very tough year with a lot of things going on we won't go into detail with. I've had my ups and downs this year, and this guy, no doubt he's had his own ups and downs, his own battles, but he's kind of kept us afloat and banged our heads together when we've needed it. Yeah. So cheers, brother.
No wonder his hair's fucking going.
Exactly. That's why it is.
We're stressing him out. Kids are stressing him out.
What we'll do, we'll set up a GoFundMe so we can go to Turkey. And that's a present for helping us.
I wonder if they could.
I feel like that's a compliment.
Can you get a hair transplant that's a different colour? I'm curious.
What do you want me to do? Look like a fucking tiger?
I want them to take a hair molecule from mine and put it in yours.
I was just about to say, they don't get a brunette bloke and just
How sick would that be? Big fat ginger beard, brown hair.
This isn't...
I'd look like a tiger.
Yeah, but you'd love my hair. My hair.
I wouldn't love your hair.
Yeah, strong hair, innit? Strong head of hair. Strong eyebrows. I'd love
if I needed to clean a toilet or something.
I'll give you some of my hair and you can give me some of your beard.
No.
Good, because I'd never have a ginger beard.
Yeah, because you can't grow one. Well, yeah. Cheers for that, Kyle. Right, I haven't got deep this week because I knew
useless cunt.
Because I knew you two would have something to fucking moan about, so I thought I'd just take it in.
You know what? Take it back. Go fuck yourself.
Now, as you touched on though, we have gone through some quite deep topics. So anyone who's been affected or anyone who feels like they need to reach out, even if we're not your first point of call, we're always open. There's other people we spoke about Andy's Man Club. There's plenty of people out there who can help, even if it's just a listening ear or to guide you in the right direction. So please feel free to open up.
Definitely. And as always, please like and subscribe so we can keep doing this. As we've proven, we make mistakes. We're not perfect, but we're trying our best. So
I've got a good question on that. Don't you think that just makes you seem like a cunt?
Yeah, I hate it.
Like and subscribe. I watched a video actually, and it was like, if
Don't
anything, it does the opposite effect on me.
Yeah, it's
do you know what I mean? Like,
people off, yeah.
Don't tell me what to do, dickhead. I'm not. I was just about to do it. Now I'm not fucking doing it. So you know what? Don't like and subscribe, pussy.
Also, keep sending in your hear me outs. Keep commenting with any ideas or funny stories that you've got. If you've got any stupid nicknames, anything like that we can talk about, just give it us. Give it us. We'll give you a shout out, and all adds to content.
Yeah, defo. And like you say, thanks for everyone that has been engaging more, because we have been getting so much more engagement.
We've been getting a hell of a lot more. Yeah. It's been brilliant. So
a lot of negativity, but so much positivity too. And we encourage both, so don't hold back.
Right, let's go.
Peace.